Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Movie Royale. Even though movies have a script supervisor, a role strictly tasked with spotting this little continuity bug, most movies come with their share of little mistakes in scenes. But Marvel has been seen making a lot of big mistakes in their films. These mistakes could have been ignored had the MCU been not a billion-dollar company. Let's check out the 10 biggest mistakes made in Marvel movies. Ant-Man vs. Falcon. Marvel uses every chance to reassure us that all such films take place in the same universe, even though that includes needless cameos. Ant-Man has the ability to be the first real standalone film in Phase 2 of the MCU, but just in the event that people weren't aware of what world they were in, they got swept up in a sloppy fight between Ant-Man and Avenger Falcon. The entire sequence is made of studio comments and replays. At Marvel, the studio still trumps the owner, who cost them the skills of Edgar Wright and who knows who else. Ed Norton as Hulk. The Incredible Hulk is perhaps the most isolated of all the films in the MCU, and a significant part of this is attributed to the lead role. Edward Norton is the only Avenger who needed to be recast after a standalone film, although replacing him had very little to do with his performance. Like his role in Birdman, Norton could be as crazy off-screen as he was on-screen, and had unique ideas about the Hulk that couldn't quite suit Marvel. He refused to advertise the film and was not the team player the studio needed for their Avengers initiative. Black Widow. As much as we enjoy the depiction of Black Widow and Scarlett Johansson, movies tend to have a hard time deciding what to do about her. Black Widow is mainly a support tool used to fill in story gaps and check boxes. Her friendship with the other Avengers appears to focus on the film she's in. Only a bridesmaid, never a wife. We all know that Black Widow might hold her own in a standalone movie if she was offered a chance. No stakes. With many mini franchises feeding into this mega franchise, Marvel fears it will fall down if they remove a block. We're a dozen movies in, and while other people's life has still been at stake, only one of those that stayed dead killed small characters such as Agent Coulson and Quicksilver. Even if they did not have a big rubbish reduction impact, they might not go on death like Nick Fury in The Winter Soldier or Pepper Potts in Iron Man 3. Although Marvel may not have to be as dark or intense as DC, we do have to believe that these characters are in danger if we want to continue investing. Steve Rogers' CGI body. In order to show Steve Rogers Captain America's body before serum, the filmmakers used CGI in the first Avenger to place the face of Chris Evans on another actor's body. It is an up-to-date method that is often incomplete and blunt. You can barely spot it in certain scenes, but often it is strange, disturbing, and almost funny. The first Avengers should have gained from a bit extra time in the post-production laboratory, even though you don't have to take Rogers for the first third of the film seriously. Terrence Howard. It is also a little uncertain whether the second Iron Man and subsequent Avenger films took over from Don Cheadle as Colonel Rhodes, but evidently there is some bad blood there. Howard is considered to be a little eccentric, and many of him reportedly have several relationships with his set actions. Howard regularly accuses Robert Downey Jr. of muscling him and increase his huge pay between the movies. I'm always angry. Avengers was the first project to render the Hulk. Unlike Ruffalo's Banner, producer Joss Whedon knew how to handle the Hulk by using it for profit, rather than only making a beast out of reach with anger. When Banner comes to the final battle, he reveals his secret to taming the Hulk. He's always angry. It sounds great and has become a widely quotable phrase, but it simply asks more concerns than answers. How does the one aspect that causes the Hulk to transform him into one that subdues him? Why is he really mad all the time? Luckily, he's entering a giant space whale until we can worry too hard about it. Whiplash. It's said that a superhero movie is just as good as its villain. Maybe that's why Iron Man 2 captures a lot of flack. Ivan Vanko as Whiplash was an unusual pick for Iron Man's second adventure. Vanko is supposed to be as brilliant as Stark, so it seems odd that after finding out the tech that powers the Iron Man suit, he would apply it to something as basic as whips. All about the role, from his inspiration to his appearance, to Mickey Rourke's odd Russian accent, just didn't work with the viewer. In the end, it was Sam Rockwell's more comic protagonist, Justin Hammer, who was the most entertaining show. Tacked on love stories. It feels that so many dimensions are colliding. The origin myths being revealed, or the crossovers being explained. There's still room for a little passion. Typically, these subplots sound pointless and cut-in. The most prominent illustration of that will possibly be the friendship between Thor and Jane Foster, which isn't established at all, so we're all expected to embrace. Marvel has no lack of powerful female protagonists. They appear to have evolved to tell good storylines about them. Spoiling Spidey in Civil War trailer. As fascinating as Captain America's trailers, Civil War make it seem there is an overshadowing feeling that we've already seen. The main event is the Avengers fighting each other, but that's what we've seen. Maybe that's why they feel the need to reveal the inclusion of the first Spider-Man fan to the second video. This is the kind of discovery you're expected to reserve for the first time you see the video. It should be a sight that will help the crowd rejoice in the arena, but now it's just something they're hopping on. It's hard to picture a Civil War with some twist that will be as large or enjoyable as that. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.